Susan and Lois looked around the hospital, and then they met with the matron, and she asked them, what do you want to do? So they asked the matron, well, what did you want us to do? And she didn't know. And they did a little bit of teaching. And they found out that the teaching didn't work out because the head tutor, for some reason, didn't really want them. Now, I think possibly it could be from the fact that he thought they might be a threat to his job. So they had many meetings, not only with the matron in the hospital, but also the superintendent. And then they decided that maybe it would be best to ask for a transfer.
She has no fever.
How much is that?
No pain.
How much is the discharge?
Quite a bit.
तुम कहाँ के रहने वाले हो? इसको भर्ती करा दोगे तुम यहाँ पर? अब देखो देखते हैं कितना दिन में। मैं शाम को तो मैं देखूँगा। अभी दवाई शुरू कर देंगे। भर्ती कर देंगे।
Do you want to take a look at her or not?
Yeah.
Do you want to see that?
That I'll see afterwards.
Okay, I'll have her stay.
Yes. I mean, she'll be here, you know. I'll just wait for the admission.
It's strange, that pleasantness that you project in spite of yourself. Because you go over there sometimes and you're so irritated just for the pure fact that you're awake and you're up and it's 8 o'clock in the morning and the same people are coming in that came in 12 days ago and they got the same things wrong with them and they just the same and you give them the medicine and you know they're going to be back the next 2 weeks in a row every day. But you just can't be angry with them. Just personally, you're angry at the total picture that this can happen and that this continues to happen every day. You know, when your baby's starving and you know it, and there's nothing you can do about it, absolutely nothing. You don't think about the political or philosophical arguments, and not really being able to feel the same way the people who feel who are suffering. But it's so difficult for those people. I mean, you're a Peace Corps volunteer in India, but you've got something to eat. You know, you aren't starving.
कल जाऊंगा गाँव जाके आया हूँ आज। ठीक है तबीयत बिल्कुल।
A good nurse in the United States is not necessarily a good nurse in India, because to be good any place also depends on the conditions. Now the nurses have difficulty with the conditions in India. You have the problem of sanitation, you have the problem of cleanliness, and boy, it's here. And they just can't expect that overnight whatever is supposed to be is going to come to be. And they also can't just take off and say it's stupidity that keeps conditions the way they are. In other words, people are important, but you have to look at the conditions. There has been impact in nursing, but of course India really needs them. But they need the kind of a person who can accept in the beginning what is there and then work with what's there.
there were about 300 birds here, and the fellow was struggling to produce enough eggs for the consumers. There were a few obvious flaws, and we could show him how to improve, which he eventually did. He had reservations about these newcomers that came in and thought they could tell everybody about everything about poultry. And after we got him straightened around, nobody else really seemed very interested. We just got into the country, and we expected things to happen when we wanted them to. And as was pointed out to us later by one of our supervisors, he said, in America, when you turn a switch, the light comes on. But in India, when you turn the switch, it doesn't always come on right away. But it takes some time for a person to get onto the locality, the modes of the people, just how the community operates, how the people are convinced about things.
Eggs, when they do this, the eggs go down into the stomach, and then they hatch, just like in under a hen, the eggs will hatch.
We've started this on a commercial basis, producing at a high scale, getting a good price for the eggs, distributing them, and selling the hens when you're finished. When it comes down to actual results of what has been done, it seems rather gratifying at times to see the amount of poultry that has been started. When we got here, there were perhaps 300 chickens. As of today, there are around 7,000.